Okay, so I'm just going to come around here and I'm going to do a little stitch about there. Okay, and then again, I'm going to take the tweezers. This time I'm just going to fold them round like that. So we've got a nice little curve at the back of our bunny ears there. We can just curve that in a little bit there like that. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down. Then I'm just going to start stitching that in. Just bring that little piece a bit further over. Okay, and then we can start putting this one on the back of the rabbit. I'm going to come up on the edge of that felt there, just going over like that. That holds it in place, and you can, you know, give it a little bit of a tweak if you want with your nail, and then that's going to come down just along the back of the rabbit, our little Easter bunny. Okay, so I'm going to come down here now, and then I'm going to come along here. I'm going to create that back foot on our rabbit. Okay. Okay, so we're just at the end of the foot there. You can see we've got a nice little curve on our foot, and we need to just bring in this little area just here on the leg. So that piece needs to be a separate piece. That's why these are little dots and dashes. Okay, so we need to just take our purl and we just need to trim a little bit off. Okay, but we need to actually give it a little bit of a curve as well. So this particular one, I'm just going to take off the screen for a sec. I think that little piece wasn't stretched, so I'm just going to cut off another piece, and then I'm just going to take it with the tweezers and I'm just going to curve it just slightly along the length. Just give it a slight curve, and then we can put it on and it'll just be there, and that creates the haunch on our little bunny. Okay, so I'm going to stitch this down, and there isn't very much to stitch, so just have to be really careful that you actually, because this now is on this side, so you need to make sure that you just catch that very end of purl in. Okay, I'm just going to move that down just a little fraction there. Okay, and that's our little haunch there. Okay, and then we need to make sure that we actually catch this in just here. Okay, and then we've got one more little bit just here at the end which we need to catch. Okay, so the next bit you need to do is you're going to put a tiny little bit in here, and then we're going to come round here and do the first little rabbit's paw, and then the second little rabbit's paw, and then you're going to come up, do the face and do the last ear. So you can see that when you look at the piece of paper just there. So you've got your little tiny bit there, then you've got the rabbit's paw, and then it goes up to the neck of the head. Then you've got your little tiny bit here, and then you've got the outline of the face up to the top and around the ear just there. Okay. particular design, there's a little bit of an area where the eye is, so you just need to tweak the purl to create that area. And I'm just going to take the tweezers, tweak that a little bit, and then your purl is all complete. Okay, so we've got our little rabbit here, and he's all stitched down now, and we need to start adding the purl. So you should have a little design like this if you've got the material pack, and there will be a PDF online that you can download which will also have this attached to it. So you've got various lines here, and these are the lines where the actual purl goes. I'll show you a picture in a minute, and you can see what the finished one looks like with all the different purl in different areas. So we need to start doing our purl now, and we're going to start just about here on this ear, and then we're going to come round and back down, and then we're going to finish at the leg just there. Now you'll notice that this just comes straight down here, whereas on our little rabbit we have a little bit of a poof just there. And what will happen is you'll actually come down here, so he'll have his fluffy little bunny tail, and that's then just all nice and puffy out at the side there. So we're going to start that now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch our purl. So the piece of purl just needs to be stretched slightly to free up between those little pearls there. That makes it far easier for the thread to actually drop between the pearls. Okay, so we're going to start on our rabbit ear, and we're going to start just here, just at the bottom of our ear, just there, okay, with the purl. However, with purl I always start a little bit further back because it makes it much easier to hold on. Now here we've got a little bit of a funny end, so I'm just going to trim off a tiny little bit of that end there. Okay, take that and put that to one side, and then we're going to hold the purl just there like that. We're going to come up and down on the other side of the purl. Okay, and that thread will drop right down between. Now I'm going to hold that just there, because we're then going to come down to the end of the rabbit's ear, to the bottom of it. I'm just going to come up there, we're going to go down just there like that. Now I'm going to hold that tight. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a fold there, so it'll bend slightly. Okay, and you can actually just hold it in place as well. Okay, so I'm going to come back up now. I'm going to go just there. Okay, and then down over the other side of the purl, and we're coming up on the edge of the felt. Okay, so I'm going to do another stitch just here, so your purl just lies on the very edge of the felt, and that way these holes that you've put in the felt already won't be visible either. Okay, right, now once you've got to there, obviously we want to make our little corner point on our ear, so I'm going to take the tweezers again, and you can do this one of two ways. You can either pull it around like that while you're holding it in place, or you can actually take the tweezers and twist it. Okay, so that makes a nice little point on the end of our bunny ear there, and now we're just going to come up and down either side. Okay, just like so, and you'll see when I've got to the bottom of the ear here that you won't be able to see those holes. So can you see already it's starting to hide the little holes in the felt that we've already stitched when we stitched the felt down. And you can try going into those individual holes that you've already actually been into. Okay, so going to come up and down just like that. And again, when you're at this point, you're going to then turn it so that it comes down here and around the corner.